Yeah, don't ask. Just enjoy.
I love how you're just playing that into my ass.
Yeah, just
What I want to know is where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, you're just no the sun. No, you're just like in a never-ending fart, and it's just coming out the other end. I'm just blowing into it. So, how was that update that nobody expected? Was it good? Was it bad? In my honest opinion, it is really, really, really good. Because we finally now have a Valve team that actually cares about TF2. And I'm really hoping we'll be seeing updates like these a whole lot more soon, because this is amazing for the TF2 game community, whatnot you want to say about it. Anyways, there was a whole lot of stuff that happened in this update. A huge competitive remake, and now that competitive's finally now, like, changed, which is really, really good. And not to mention also some changes to casual, stuff like that. Apparently you can now queue for casual while you're in casual. I don't know how that works, but nice to have it! And my absolute favorite thing about this update, we got to see some new balance changes to not only the new pyro weapons, but also some other weapons that didn't quite get some changes, which is awesome, and I'm going to go over those right away. First up, the flamethrowers now have a damage ramp up. Now going from 50% damage to 200% damage, which is incredible. Pyro is no longer an overpowered class. It's an incredible day for the. It's just, I have never felt so happy just to see how broken the flamethrowers were finally change into decent weapons. It's just amazing to see. And then we also have the Dragon's Fury. The ball has now been smalled up a little bit, now 25% smaller, and the bow's damage only counts if you're hitting them directly, which will encourage more aiming, which is really nice to see. Then you got the Gas Passer. Really disappointed that nothing really much changed with this. However, it's now not as good in MVM as it was before, which I was expecting this to happen because it was like way too powerful in MVM. And then my absolute favorite change, the Extinguisher. Now the crits have been turned to mini crits, but you end up dealing more bonus damage depending on how long the afterburn has hit your victim. And then you also have the base damage reduced by 33%, and then the holster speed 35% slower, so there's no more deploy penalty, it's only just a holster speed penalty, which is really nice. And then one of my absolute favorite things about these changes is SketchX Bequest. Killing blows on burning players grants you a speed boost, which it's just so sweet to see like them dedicate one of the most legendary pyromaids of all time with such an amazing stat on the weapon that he used a lot. I really like the idea of a speed boost, however, I don't understand why we need it on here, though. I mean, it's kind of unnecessary, but it's really nice. However, now it makes a hot hand, like, completely pointless. Then you got the Thermal Thruster, which its holster time has been reduced from 0.8 seconds. It was at 1.1, now it's 0.8. Then you also got the Cindy Sleeper, which got a little bit of a nerf probably from competitive, because it's one of those like weapons that not really that powerful in pubs, but could be amazingly powerful in competitive. And now it also mini crits on headshot, I guess, which kind of weird, but when you think about it, you're like, huh, that sounds kind of right. And then the Short Circuit, I honestly don't know. I mean, a lot of people say this is amazing, a lot of people say it completely ruined the weapon, but overall, it was another weapon that was completely powerful and competitive and was banned in every competitive format. So, I mean, I understand it now. So, it requires a little bit more aiming to do any decent damage. And I kind of think that Engineer now has a long-range option aside just using the Wrangler, which is really nice. The Pocket Pistol, thank goodness, it got nerfed. That was actually something I never thought I would say, especially since we've had a terrible Pocket Pistol for like the longest time. But now its maximum damage is now, or maximum heal per hit, now 3 per hit instead of 7 per hit, which was kind of going overboard a little bit, and any good scout would like completely just heal back everything the other players would do, and it was pretty much a direct upgrade over stock in pretty much every way aside from clip penalty. And then the panic attack, I honestly don't know. The weapon's really, really bad now. I mean, it used to be amazing, but it's now not that good. I mean, it's starting to go somewhere, but who knows. The atomizer, I'm okay with. I mean, like, it was kind of dumb how people could just, like, switch to the weapon and then do the triple jump and then switch off, which I think that was something that they said they were trying not to do. And apparently they did that, and that was kind of dumb. But now they fixed it. And then also a whole bunch of gameplay fixes. Some of my absolute favorite ones were the death of the Teletrap. Thank goodness. That's awesome to see. The 40 health from healers penalty apparently didn't work on the Fits of Steel for a while. Yeah, it was kind of dumb. Apparently, the flamethrower had flames that were able to burn teammates if you switched off the teams, right? I mean, I didn't see that. Thank goodness Delphi didn't discover it in time. And then there was a lot of other ones. Heavy was able to attack with the secondary melee weapons while stunned. That was fixed. Yeah, and apparently Dragon's Fury didn't have any health when attacking an enemy under the effects of Mad Milk. One that I'm not really a big fan of, they fixed that Mark for Death didn't count when doing melee attacks. I actually thought that was a feature, since one, you have to be right up close and personal to actually do any damage, and I thought it was going to turn to like a melee specific, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently the backscare didn't mini crit when the scout was in the air behind their target, which is nice. And then the one I am so happy to see, the Enforcer is finally fixed. It now works with every single resistance, which is great, because that weapon was so broken. Still not that useful, but at least it has a function that works now. And then also a whole bunch of new cosmetic cases. I know everyone's going insane over the JoJo hat, and I mean, like, it's $12 for a unique one right now. Oh my gosh, guys. And then a whole lot of other random changes, a lot of random hats. I mean, there was a lot of good ones. Apparently there was also some community requests too that were changed that I wasn't great for. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Casual. Yeah, remember Sawmill, Well, and Five Gorge? Yeah, you remember those? Yeah, they're back. They're back. I am so happy to see that apparently Two Fort Invasion's now a playable CTF map, which is cool. And also they updated the match and like the match voting, so now you only vote for maps that you're playing on like the game mode you're playing, which is actually really nice because I always hate when I end up playing a game of Upward and then we have to vote for Two Fort. So glad to see that change. That was really nice. And yeah. Now what does this mean for the future of TF2? This is amazing. Now that we have a development team that actually cares about the game and won't just slap on abilities and stuff like that without testing them. They actually are taking feedback from the community. Now we might be seeing more updates now that we have a new development team that actually cares about the game. Well, not saying that the old development team didn't care. But yeah, it's great to see now that we actually have a potential renaissance for this game, which is really nice. Especially now that a lot of people have left TF2 and we've actually hit the all-time low recently in player counts. But this comes to show that TF2 will never truly die. It's one of those games that is going to live on forever because of the nostalgia. It's going to be one of those games that we all are still going to love even when it's going to be 50 years old. That might be a little bit too much of a stretch, but still. This game is never going to die. And this update right here and all these changes are proving the potential and the bright future TF2 will have in the coming years. Well, there we go. I guess that's the update, and there we go. Now I need to go do something. I guess what do I do? I don't. What am I supposed to do? I don't know how to end the video. I don't know how to end the video. How do I end the video? Oh gosh! Oh gosh! I need to figure out how to end this video. Oh gosh! I need to figure out how I'm supposed to end this video. How to end video. I think I found it. I have to do this cliche. Alright, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.